Hi guys, welcome to Co-Parenting with a Narcissist 101. I'm Kate. Thank you so much for subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. And welcome guys. So today we're going to talk about co-parenting with a narcissist and what to tell the kids. This actually came up in a comment by one of our friends here on the channel, so I decided to address it. Now, what to tell the kids about the situation. Now, I know I mentioned one of my videos that, you keep things positive, you don't discuss the new supply and narcissists and whatever. This, however, does not change the fact of what happened, which the kids need to know. And depending on the kid's age, and the way I judge this is if a kid is old enough to repeat what is, said, or they can go and visit and, stay over, so they can kind of relay message. I think they're old enough to know what happened or what is going on. They don't need to sit down. You don't need to sit down and discuss this person is a narcissist, or grill them, like I said before in my videos, about what is going on in the over there in the house with the new supply and the narcissist. That's not the point. What should be told is the fact, the basics. And now you have to understand too that the narcissist is over there bad mouthing you, that's for sure. So you expect that that's going to happen, but you're not going to jump into that lake with them. But however, your kids need to know, they were old enough to know what's happened. They know that daddy or mommy live in separate place. Daddy or mommy have somebody else living in the house. They need to know that, yeah, the divorce or whatever it is, separation happened. Daddy or mommy or whatever have a new boyfriend or a new girlfriend or a new spouse. They need to be aware of that. They need to be aware of not exactly what went on. Or like, let me give you an example. My kids, during the divorce, and then my son asked me, "So, Mom, why did you get a divorce?" I said, "I got a divorce because I wasn't happy, and I needed to be happy to be able to take care of you guys, to be able to raise you guys right. I needed to be happy, so I had to leave so that I can be happy, and as well raise you guys right so that we can all be happy." So depending on the age of the kids, you be mindful of what you say. Like, not so much of what you say, but the tone. And now, when you're recovering, if you're still angry, you're still in the state, you haven't completely healed, you're still in the process, chances are things going to come out of your mouth a different way, which is understandable. You will still hurt. But if to explain this to the kids, you might want to change the tone, because like I said, it's not so much about what is said, it's about the way it's said. If you start telling them stuff and angry about it, that's gonna come across a different way. But if you can say the same thing, but it's said in a different tone, and it comes out for us in another way, But I believe the kids should know is facts. What happened? If daddy has moved on, they need to know daddy has remarried. They need to know mommy has remarried. They need to know there's another spouse. They need to know, because like I said, the narcissist is saying whatever they're saying on that side. They're saying every bad thing about you. But you're not going to start bad mouthing them. But at the same time, you need to have your kids know exactly what the situation is. Okay? Without really diving into, the nitty-gritty of the whole thing. They'll get to know that when they get older. So you don't sugarcoat things, or you don't paint a rosy picture of this and that. I know I say keep things positive. However, the kids still need to be aware of the facts of what happened, using a mild tone, So, because if you paint a different picture, if you paint a picture of what happened, and it's all rosy and all nice, and the kids, don't really, you make it look all, I don't know how I'm going to do it, like, well, we all be one gigantic family living in different households or something like that with a new supply and everything, when that is not true. when they get older, this is gonna, and they start observing things. So even as they get growing, they start observing things. It kind of will start contradict with what you're saying. And the last thing you want to do is to have a child in this situation that we're in start being confused, because remember, we have to be the pillar, because it's not going to happen on that side. So if what you're saying is contradicting what is going on, then they're going to start looking at you like, okay, that's not kind of like what you said, but this is this, so you will have explaining to do. So you don't sugarcoat the situation. You don't dive into what exactly the nitty-gritty of what happened in the relationship, but however, they need to know the facts, and they need to know the facts in a very gentle tone. You are not going to go crazy and the kids will feel like you're under attack trying to explain the situation. You are not going to sit down either and start picking apart the new supply and the narcissist. No, they're going to do that all by themselves. That's not what you're there for. That's not what you tell the kids. You need to tell the kids the facts of what happened. You're separated, you're divorced, they live, your dad is married to another person, your mom is married to another person, or they mom have a new boyfriend, whatever it is, let them know what happened. Why did you separate? Find your simple reason. Like I said I wasn't happy, and I needed to be happy to be able to raise you guys well. So I had to get a divorce. If they're the ones that took off, well, tell the kids that your dad decided to leave or your mom decided to leave, and they might ask you, what is the reason? You don't know, because you can't answer for those people, so they left. You can, if they left, you can't tell the kids, oh, we decided to separate. No, because it wasn't really a decision. If they walked out, they walked out. So the kids need to know that they walked out. You understand? But at the same time, you still have to be, like I said, the message has to be delivered in a very mild tone. You don't use the anger. I know, we're healing at that point and you're trying to recover. Things might not come out right. So, but at the time you're explaining this, your tone needs to be in a place where you are simply stating the facts. It's like reporting the weather, the news. This is what it is, so the kids are not confused. So kids that the parent left, abandoned, or took off one day and moved on to somewhere else, you're not going to say we're separated. No, because the kids, why did you guys separate? And you don't have an answer because you yourself were confused. They took off and left. That's exactly what you're going to say. Your dad decided not to live here. Your mom decided not to live with us anymore, and they left. But it's okay, guys. We'll be fine. Me and you, you guys, we'll be okay. If you're the one that left the divorce, if had the divorce or left the relationship, that's the same thing you're gonna say. Of course, you're gonna have some simple reason. You're not gonna go and break down of all the toxic abuse and emotional abuse, physical abuse, and well, not physical abuse, because physical abuse, there's a no that if it's happening, you need to get out. But emotional abuse and every other abuse that's going on. You're not going to go into all of that. You might be surprised, the kids are in the house. Yes, they're witnessing this. Then they might not even tell us until maybe they're older, So you don't go into all that. But facts, the kids need to know where you guys stand. At the same time, you, as you're healing, you be the rock that they need to lean on, because people that took off and left the kids, eventually the kids might start feeling abandoned and all that stuff. So that's where you come in with the reassurance and all that stuff. So when you deliver that news, so don't sugarcoat it, don't paint the rosy picture, don't modify what happened, but you kind of like skim through, get the summary where they know the facts without really digging into the nastiness that happened. They will eventually know. But you do this so that way, as they get older and they see what is going on over there, it doesn't contradict what you said. Where you have thereby now have you explaining yourself, about what happened. No, they need to know, so they're not confused. They might be confused in the beginning, just like you are, just like some of us are, but you need to state the facts in a very mild, gentle, tone, regardless of what is going on in your head at that moment. You know, they need to know. You don't leave them in the darkness. You don't sugarcoat it either. You don't tell them what is, you discuss what the narcissist is. No, they'll find out later. Just find a reason. If you are the one left, why you left. If they are the ones that left you, that's exactly what you're gonna say. They decided not to live with us anymore. Don't sugarcoat. If not, you're gonna have a whole lot of explaining to do, and it might not be pretty. All right, guys. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and let me know what you think. I will see you on the next video. Oh, of course, get your mind together. Get your mind right. Everything else will fall into place. Take care.